Please read the disclaimer. XRP, something strange is going on. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, moneymakers. We're going to talk about XRP and the current situation with XRP and altcoins and Bitcoin and what's happening. We'll also talk about a clip that we watched a few months ago that kind of foreseed what was going to happen. And the person that foreseed it is foreseeing something in the next few months. You'll understand when we talk about it. And we're going to talk a little bit about how the probabilities have totally shifted day to day on what the Fed is going to do. We talked a little bit about this in the morning, but we're going to talk a little bit more intensively about that situation as well. I'm doing a special promotion from birthday. I'm going to be doing a raffle and gifting $100 to someone in the community. Also, for holidays and things like that are coming up, Thanksgiving, and then after that, Hanukkah, Christmas. So I want to do that. And to be eligible for the raffle, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, follow me on X, and join the free and open Telegram group. 3 easy things. So if you do all those 3 things, you'll be eligible, and we'll do the raffle next Saturday, so a week from today. So you want to be eligible, do those 3 things, and you can be eligible for that birthday holiday gift, right? You guys have been amazing with me. We had the vacation, and I was abroad also, and you guys kept with me, and the markets haven't been going great, and we're still having, yes, views are down, but it's a combination of me changing a little bit how I do things here because of my forced vacation. And also, when things are going down, people are less interested. But I really appreciate you, the community, and everybody that's supporting and wishing me a happy birthday. It really, really warms my heart, because there are some very negative people out there, and so the positive people, you need it sometimes. You need it to charge your battery a little bit. So I really appreciate you guys. Okay. Currently, XRP is sitting at $1.92, down minus 1.24%, Bitcoin down 0.5%, Ethereum down 0.5%, Sol down 0.5%. So for the most part, right, the crypto market is holding today after, Thursday, Friday, taking some big pullbacks there, right? Remember, just 3 days ago, we were up at 90,000, 92,000. Now we're 84,000. We closed the gap. All that happened in the past few days. And now potentially we'll see how we come out of this, right? Now, it's a very interesting situation. A lot of people, are looking at it and saying, wait a second, what's going on here? And I like a lot of the theories that Bull Theory gives. I agree with them, and I like them. If you're not following him on X, do that as well. But he says here, altcoins are doing something they never do during a BTC crash. And it's not normal. Bitcoin is dumped almost straight down for weeks, yet alt Bitcoin quietly refuses to break. And the chart proves it. While Bitcoin is down 24.15 in November, the alt Bitcoin ratio is actually up 9.44 this month. It's the first major divergence we've seen in months, and usually only happens after one thing: altcoin sellers' exhaustion. When alts capitulate before Bitcoin finishes its correction, they often become the first part of the market to stabilize. The chart shows exactly how heavy selling in October, a complete washout, and then a slow but consistent grind upward, even while Bitcoin keeps going down. This is also happening at the same time that Bitcoin's technical structure is showing signs of a local bottom. Daily RSI, lowest in 2 years. Weekly RSI back to January 2023 levels. Daily MACD, lowest level ever. These are readings which usually occur at the bottom. And if Bitcoin really is close to a local bottom, which the indicators are suggesting, then 2 things may follow. We enter sideways phase or slow reversal, or alts outperform in both Bitcoin pair and USD pair. That's the part most people miss. Altcoin Bitcoin strength during Bitcoin dump is not random. It's a classical signal that liquidity inside crypto is starting to rotate towards higher beta assets. And historically, once Bitcoin stops falling, even if it goes sideways, the altcoin market reacts to the upside because positioning resets, leverage gets cleaned out, and seller pressure disappears. This is why charts are important. Bitcoin is approaching major support with deeply oversold indicators. Alt Bitcoin is quietly breaking up from its base. Dominance looks heavy and is struggling to trend higher despite Bitcoin going down. These prices only line up one type of market environment, the phase right before altcoins start outperforming. We're not saying full altcoin season starts tomorrow, but the behavior of the chart suggests this. Now, this is a possibility again. I try to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly. I try to bring you positive. I try to give you negative outlooks and medium outlooks as well. Like a few days ago, we were looking at XRP, how potentially it could go down to that 162 level. But we could potentially also see a rebound here. It all depends on a lot of factors, what's happening economically, a world news, what President Trump is saying. So again, there's a lot of possibilities out there, and we have to be ready for every single type of scenario. Okay. Again, these are just my opinions, what I am seeing on the market, what I am, analyzing only for educational and entertainment purposes, not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very, very important. Now, I did personally open up a long position on Bitcoin and XRP. The two positions are still in the red here. You can see this is on BYDFI, our partner. If you're interested, we have a really amazing promotion right now going on with BYDFI, where about 10K of XRP is going to be given out. So if you're interested in participating in this promotion, you sign up using my link in the description down below, and then you sign up here, and you also get sign-up bonuses, and people that are eligible will also be invited into the Whale Telegram group, where I will be there, and also a representative from BYDFI, and we can chat there, and we can talk about what's happening in the market. And this is, again, for whales over a certain level. Once you join the Telegram group, you'll see the levels. And this is, a lot of people want this because many of these exchanges, it's very hard to get someone. If you have issues, we're going to have someone straight to contact, and he said that he would be, whenever we need, he'll answer questions, and we can get things, fixed, or if there's problems. So that's a big plus. Okay, so we have few things. We have the promotion right now going on. We have sign-up bonuses, a lot of things that are happening. Again, I have these positions open. I opened 2 long positions with relatively low leverage in this scenario. I didn't want to open too big of a position, just in case that we continue to dip. But if we do recover, I wanted to take advantage of the recovery. Okay, so I took risk here, and of course, every single trade comes with a risk. It's speculation. We don't know what's going to happen in a short period of time. But I wanted to take advantage of the potential of the market recovering here in the next coming weeks. Will it happen? I don't know. But again, sometimes we're going to have positive trades. Sometimes we'll have negative trades. Okay, so it's very important. By the way, if you do sign up using my link, I will get a commission. They are a partner. It's an affiliate link, so thank you for that. It's another way for you to support the channel, not just subscribing and smashing the like button and dropping a comment, but that also helps out. If you are already trading, then you use my links. If it's for BYDFI or any of our other partners, it really helps me out. So thank you for that. And again, you go to my website here and you click BYDFI, and you can sign up. Again, also our other partners if you're interested as well. Again, please, please, please trade responsibly. This is also something interesting that is happening right now in the crypto market. The volume on Bitcoin ETFs, all-time record set with 11.5 billion as a group. IBAT was 8 billion of that, which was all-time record for a while, but also normal. Whenever a ETF category is going through it, volume is elevated. ETFs are liquidity release valves. It means that there was a lot of trading there. Yes, there was a lot of selling, but there was also a lot of buying. And that means that there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of action, there's a lot of people that are looking at the ETFs. It might also feel to us that the markets are, kaput and they're over. But a few months ago, we watched a video together. And I don't know if you remember this, but this was a I don't know if it's a conference or what he was doing here, Raoul Paul, but we listened to this. And in the speech, he talked about the banana zone and the cycles and how every single time we have a situation where you're going to hit an all-time high and then there's going to be a 30+% pullback, and everybody on Twitter and all the other people will say it's over, and it won't be over. Now, Raoul Paul is predicted that the big movements are going to happen. He predicted this already a few months ago. Is going to not happen at the end of the year, but in the first quarter of 2026. We'll have to see. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's wrong. Maybe this time will be different. Like this cycle has been different than the other cycles, where this time we had a new all-time high for Bitcoin prior to halving, and that's never happened before. We've had a lot of different things. The market is very different than it was even 4 years ago, and of course 8 years ago. So it's a very, very interesting time ahead. And listen, the Fed and what's happening with the Fed and what's happening with the economy and what's happening in Japan and you know what's happening with the job reports, all that is affecting crypto in the short term. Okay, so short term, I don't know what's going to happen. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before deciding this. These are only my opinions. Okay, only for educational and entertainment purposes only. Okay, very, very important. But the Fed and the decision is all over the place. You can see the probabilities are jumping and shifting and going from here to there. And this, what does this do? This creates confusion. When there's confusion, people tend to sit on the sidelines because they don't know where potentially the market can go. Okay, so we have to also take that into consideration. You can see Lynn here, Alden says crazy 3-day volatility on Fed projections. Even the projections don't know where are we going. Like because of the government shutdown, because of the lack of data, because of the lack of what's the word I'm looking for? Clarity or transparency from the Fed on how they're thinking. They said, well, we'll see in December, right? Okay, that was 2 months ago, and we're getting almost there to the decision, right? We're not that far off. It's only 2 weeks and 4 days until that happens. We're getting closer and closer, and the market is very, very confused. Every single day, it's totally flipping. So again, when all of these things factor in, the stock market is coming down, and there's a lot of uncertainty in it, and there's a lot of fear. I understand why the market is like this. And historically, again, when things are like this in extreme fear and everybody's running to the hills, usually that's when the greatest opportunities arrive. Again, not every single time. It could continue going down, but when it does hit the bottom, that's usually a very good time to be accumulating. Again, we don't know when the bottom is going to be, so that's the big question, right? And I don't have the answer to it. Again, I open positions in order to, if it potentially is the bottom, I will be able to ride the wave. And if not, I took a calculated risk. Again, same thing. I parallel this to insurance, but some people don't like me doing this. But when you pay for insurance, right? If nothing happens, then you lose the insurance money, right? You paid for the year, no accident, no health problem, no whatever, right? Money's gone, right? You could pay 20 years and nothing happens. Okay. I paid for 20 years and I didn't have any accidents. And then this year, my wife got into an accident. So it came, good thing we had insurance, right? Same thing here. This is an insurance that if the market does run here, potentially I could, get some nice gains. And if not, well, the insurance money went fifing. We say goodbye to it, right? So that's, again, I know people don't like that parallel, but if you think of it like that, maybe it makes a little bit more sense. Again, also to the downside, if we're pumping, then we could potentially, if we're going up significantly, banana zone and everything's hunky-dory and there's, euphoria, same thing. We could put insurance to the downside. It's, I mentioned it, when I mentioned it in the past, it was for insurance on the downside, but now it's insurance on the upside. So yeah, the times have changed a little bit since we last kind of talked about it that way. Again, if you're interested, you can sign up with BYDFI, and you can be eligible for this competition, and you get the bonuses. And also we have the giveaway for my birthday. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel, follow me on X, and join the free and open Telegram group. Links are all in the description down below. Again, remember, I'll never contact you on social media asking you to sign up to anything, or I won't DM you, I won't follow you. Those are imposters, those are scammers. There's a lot of them out there. Even in the Telegram group, I am seeing fake accounts, not just mine, but Jay Claver fake accounts and other fake accounts, and I'm removing them. But it is what it is. So just be very careful out there, and don't interact with any accounts that are not official accounts on the YouTube page or on the Twitter account, the official Twitter account. So just be very careful out there. Okay. Again, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. These are only my opinions, what I am doing, only for educational and entertainment purposes only. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.